Hello students, in this lecture we will discuss next topic which has been prescribed into your syllabus by Punjab University Chandigarh. So the topic under discussion is public notice, and we will discuss the introduction to public notice and examples of public notices. So let us begin with the introduction to the public notice. Public notices are notices to the common people or the powerful individuals, and they are generally distributed in papers either by government offices or authoritative bodies. So, public notices are those notices which are for the common people or the powerful individuals, and they are generally distributed in papers, in newspapers, either by government offices or by the authoritative bodies. Public notice is information alerting individuals, government related activities that may cause individuals to take action. So, public notice is a kind of information by which the individuals, government related activities are alerted that may cause individuals to take action. They are required to make public notices in the rule-making procedures with the goal that the individuals from the general population are available to make their assessment on specific recommendations before a bill is drafted. So, from this discussion, we can say that public notices are notices for the common people or the powerful persons or individuals. They are distributed in newspapers. They are published in the newspapers, or they are distributed in the newspapers to make the individuals alert about the government related activities. Public notices can also include items like lottery results, as we commonly see in the newspapers that there are so many notices, public notices about lottery results, development applications, etc. Public notice provide information for the public which is widespread throughout other types of media also. So public notice, it provides information for the public which is widespread throughout other types of media also. A public notice is actually a formal announcement which is published in a newspaper legally. Public notice is actually a formal announcement. It is a type of formal announcement which is published in a newspaper legally. So this is the introduction to the public notices. Let us now discuss the very first example of a public notice. This notice is regarding public notice by a bank for the redressal of customer or public complaints. It is about the redressal, the solution of customer or public complaints. This notice is by Reserve Bank of India. Then there is customer care cell for redressal of complaints. First of all, there is name of the bank, Reserve Bank of India. Then customer care cell for redressal of complaints. Then the public notice begins. The Reserve Bank of India has set up a complaints redressal cell under Shri. Then there will be the name of the general manager. Here you can write any name. The Reserve Bank of India has set up a complaints redressal cell under Shri Dash, or you can write any name here, General Manager, for prompt satisfaction settlement of complaints from the members of public against the bank at Chandigarh at the following address. The address is given as Reserve Bank of India, Complaints Redressal Cell, Central Vista, Sector 17, Post Bag number 2, Chandigarh, and there is a pin code 160017. So this is the address where the customers can post their complaints. Any person who has a grievance means complaint. Any person who has any complaint or grievance against any department of the Reserve Bank at Chandigarh may lodge his or her complaint to the cell at the above said address. The complaint should clearly state the name and address of the complainant. So while writing any complaint, the person has to write his name and address in a clear manner, the department against which the complaint is made. Then he or she must write the name of the department against which he or she is complaining, then facts giving rise to the complaint supported by documents. Then he or she has to write the facts upon which he is complaining. He has to complain, he has to give the proofs or the evidences, or the documents which are evidence of the complaint he or she is making, if any relied upon by the complainant. So while writing a complaint, a person has to give his name, his address, and the name of the department against which he is complaining. He also have to write he also have to write have to give the documents or the proof of his complaint. Members of public can also approach the general manager, Shri Dash. You can write the name which you have given here. So members of public can also approach the general manager, Shri, on telephone number. You can give any telephone number here, or call on the cell at the above address. So if they want to talk on telephone, they can call the general manager, and they can discuss their complaint with him. So this is the very first example of public notice. Let us now discuss the next example. Public notice regarding the postponement of a meeting of the board of directors of a company, Reliance Industries Private Limited, Nariman Point, Mumbai. So this is the notice, public notice about postponement of a meeting of the board of directors of company. So let us discuss this notice now. It is for the information of the shareholders of Reliance Industries Private Limited. It is for the information of the shareholders of Reliance Industries Private Limited and the public in general that the meeting of the board of directors in respect of the floating of equity shares scheduled to be held on July 15th, 2020 or 21, as per notice in the Bombay Express dated June 20th, 2020, has since been postponed. New date of the meeting will be notified through a public notice as and when decided. So, the new date of the meeting will be notified through a public notice again as and when decided. So, this is the public notice regarding the postponement of a meeting of board of directors of a company. So, these are the examples of public notices. So, students, try to learn all these public notices. So, tomorrow we will continue with our next lecture and new topic. Thank you. Thank you very much.